All right, so mainly on this channel, I've been sharing my Toyota Yaris, but I have another underpowered white Toyota project car that I'm gonna show you today. This is my 1989 Toyota 4Runner. So this is my 1989 Toyota 4Runner. I bought this during the pandemic. It is an automatic V6 four-wheel drive, and I bought it so that I could get out into the mountains out around my area and go do something while still being like safe and enclosed and alone. So I kind of fell in love with it during the pandemic. And because it is such a capable off-roader, it got me to look out in the area near me and find these great off-road trails, stuff that this truck is really well suited for. I'd like, honestly, I used to hate camping. And now with this truck, it has changed my perspective so much on how you can go experience nature, what you can do out in the world, and how you can go and be a car guy. You know, this is something that I never thought that I would enjoy. And I'll tell you, one thing that I absolutely love about going off-roading now is that you can get the same adrenaline rush that you get from going on track without having, like, you can go out and just do like one little technical bit and then the rest is a casual drive. You can go back and forth and you can kind of change the path that you're on based on that and kind of get a little bit of both without much prep. Like, you know, if I go to a track day or something like that, I have to prep the car the night before. I've got to wake up early. I got to load everything in. I got to make sure I've got all my gear. Got to go do tech inspection in the morning. If I want to go off-roading, this truck is already ready to go, and I could go at like noon, 2 o'clock, something like that, and get just as much enjoyment out of that as I would on the track. Now, the trail I'm on today is not all that technical. It's not all that difficult. This is Libre Mountain. This is a trail up near me that I've really been wanting to go on. It was one of the first ones I heard about after I got this truck, but it was closed because of fires. It's a really casual, easy trail, and it'll take 2 to 4 hours depending on what your pace is. It's a good thing that we're doing this easy trail today because I am alone and I don't have a whole bunch of spare parts and spare gear with me. So you don't want to do something that's too challenging alone. This is an area where I have no cell service or anything like that. So if I got stuck out here, I would be stuck for a while. I'd be walking back probably. Okay, so I am about halfway through the trail. You can see Pyramid Lake way down there, but I found a nice little clearing. I'm gonna stop and have some lunch. So this is the thing with the trail that's not super popular. Sometimes there's just, you know, fallen branches and logs. I could get around it, but might do some damage to part of the trail, and it's probably just nicer to everybody else if I just clear it. You know, unless of course it's too heavy, then I really do just need to go around. Like a glove. So this truck is absolutely great for off-roading. It is early 80s Toyota. They were built like a tank. They have a boxed frame chassis, so it is much stronger than a regular C-frame chassis. I found this thing really cheap for what it was. It needed a lot of work, but since then it's gotten new shocks, new bearings, new bushings. It's had a little bit of work done on the engine. This is still the 3-liter V6, which is not the most reliable engine that Toyota ever made. And I don't know how old this particular one is. The odometer says 141,000 miles, which for a 30-year-old truck is really good, actually. That's less miles than the Yaris has. But last time this was registered in 2010, it said it had 200-something thousand miles. So I think this truck is closer to like 300,000 miles. But so far this thing has been an absolute tank. I bought it in the summer of 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, and it helped get me through. So now it's about a year later, and I'm still enjoying this thing. I put a lot of work into just getting it back to stock, you know, doing a lot of the maintenance that hadn't been done. Yeah, this is, I don't know if this is gonna go off-roader or true, like, overlander. There's a lot of people doing overlanding stuff on YouTube. Maybe I'll become one of those. Who knows? So this kind of proved my point that it is a very casual, easy drive. Now, this is a fun truck and all, but I didn't actually buy this for off-roading. Strangely enough, I bought it so that I could tow the Yaris to track. Because this is the last time the Yaris is going to pass smog. After this, or 2 years from now rather, I don't think that the Yaris is going to be in a position where it's going to pass smog again. Let's be honest, I want to do stuff to it. So, I wanted to buy something that I could tow the Yaris to track with, but was still fun when I wasn't towing. So, I didn't get a full-size truck. I probably got something that's a little underpowered. Luckily, the Yaris is really light, and I think I'm gonna have to two-wheel tow it, but this can handle towing 3,500 pounds theoretically. The Yaris is about 2,000 pounds plus the weight of a two-wheel trailer. A four-wheel trailer is a lot heavier and would not work with this. But I still need to do a little bit of work to this before it's ready to tow. But the idea is that I can take this and the Yaris up to Laguna Seca. all done, so that's it for this video. There is plenty of stuff that is gonna get done to that truck, including making it tow-worthy for the Yaris to go up to Laguna Seca, but also a little bit of the overlanding build, a little bit more comfort, maybe an awning, maybe a little bit of suspension lift. Who can say? All I know is now I've got another project car for this channel, which means I'm definitely gonna be making another video.